Okay, good morning. It's Friday morning, Saturday morning, and we're ready to continue our quest for our little party bonus. So just sat down, and very first hand I caught 4-4, and flop came pretty raggedy, so I bet it out and took the pot down. So now we're waiting for all the multi-tablers to get through with their other tables and get back to this one. So we'll proceed apace. So it looks like we've already got somebody. Okay. Just sit down. I'm gonna limp under the gun. Am I gonna do this? It's only four-handed. I'm going to go ahead and bet this, just to set the tone. I get a okay 3, 4, 5, 6 with a flush out. I'm going to go ahead and bet 25. A little continuation bet, and 4, 5, 6 with a flush. He's got a fairly steep stack. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to re-raise him to 150 and hope that he goes away, and we'll see what he thinks of that. If he pushes, I'll call him because I certainly have a lot of outs. Now I'll tell him that was a good fold. Okay, so we made that work. We get 3/8 of it. Okay, we won't do anything with that. Alrighty, we've got King Ace. We'll go ahead and raise that up. Okay, he's a little angry at me, it looks like. So I'm just going to go ahead and call this, and I'm going to go ahead and do a 55 into a 74 continuation bet, and he's probably going to push. Oh boy. I'm going to check it and see what he wants to do here. Okay, I'll check and call. See what he wants to do. I'll call him if he pushes out there. And he did, and I did. Okay, so we've had quite a beginning here. So this fella is probably just about as angry as he can be right now. And so maybe I can catch one more hand and relieve him of all his anxieties. I haven't even had a chance to look and see who else I'm here with. Looks like a couple of multi-tablers. Okay, he rebuys. So it tells me he's probably, and I've got 72 hand. I'll be darned, I didn't see that. Like I said, I just sat down, so we're still trying to gather our wits about us. Okay, his number is 18 and 8. That's just fairly tight. Fold that. 29-12, a lot of history. Pretty aggressive, fairly aggressive. 19 and 4, tight. That's just tight grinder. Tag. Somewhat tag. Okay, I have 10 king on a very short table. I'm going to go ahead and raise it. I've got a short stack here, so we'll be playing for his whole stack if I hit. I didn't, so he'll probably push his whole stack in if he's got an ace. So I'll just fold that out. He's certainly not worth fooling with. Just surveying the table here. This is not particularly a good table. This guy just went broke. King versus Jack 10, and he caught on the river. I believe it was on the river. These two are tight. This guy is not quite as tight, but he's tag. This guy is unknown, but he's short stacked. Always wonder how that's going to work. We'll stay with the table just a little while. If it doesn't change complexion soon enough, I might try to find another one. Okay, Virginia Man comes back in to buy in after having been sucked out on. So we'll just see how it goes here. I'm not pleased with the table right at the moment. But, I mean, we can play on this. You have to stay out of this guy's way and try to run over these two. Okay, we got Jack Ace. Okay, we're going to go ahead and isolate this fella right here. I'm going to raise to 38 and over 12. Yes, that's probably a good raise right there. Go ahead and see if he wants to play. Probably got a decent pair, or he's got ace. He got ace king, ace queen. This actually could be a very bad flop if he calls and ace flops. I'm not going to be real happy. If he had a big pair and already have a stack in the middle. Oops. Okay, he didn't put his stack in the middle. Okay, I'm going to have to give this one up. This may have been an ill-advised raise, but accomplished what I wanted, which is get him singled up. But not what I wanted. Not the response I wanted. I'll let him stew for a while, and then I'll go ahead and close it out. Yeah, not the response I wanted. I wanted to fold out of that one. Okay, for the first time in about an hour, I'm going to have a chance to play a hand here. So let's go ahead and raise it up. And, well, this guy's a little bit on tilt. So, and this guy is clueless. And this flop is not doing me much good here. We didn't get much out of this. I'm going to go try to steal it. Probably not going to succeed. Well, okay, we do succeed. I guess they both had call with aces and didn't see anything out there. So now I got a pair of fours. I'm going to go ahead and raise this up to 16. Go ahead and try to take it if I can. I get called from the clueless one. And 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go ahead and make a 25 continuation bet. Probably have the best hand at this point. Yeah, I do. So, okay, so after being quiet for like 5 orbits, now we got a couple of hands there. Now we'll probably be quiet for a while. Okay, I'm going to be on the button. Just looked at my numbers. I'm 10 and 8. 10 and 8. No wonder they fold my raises. If they've got those numbers sitting up on the screen in front of them, I guess I'd fold my raises too. 7, 9 on the button. Nothing we can do with that. Okay, I'm going to call Queen 9 in the small blind just because I haven't been in a hand in about an hour. So there's my queen, so I'll go ahead and call and bet that queen out and see if anybody believes me. Okay, so I'll go ahead and check it and let him call most anything he does. Okay, looks like my queen is good. And let's see what he had. He probably had a 10. I had a queen 7. Okay, so I had him got kicked a little bit. Ace 3 suited. I'm going to go ahead and raise that. Just again, I need to get in here and make some waves because I've got an image that's just horrifically tight. And I get a call. I get a really terrible flop. I mean, I'm really terrible. I'm going to go ahead and let him take the lead on this. I'm going to just, I think we just need to, this flop is awful. Okay, I'm going to check it down. Unless he's got a 10, he'll probably check it. Okay, so he sees I raise that up with ace 3. Wonder what he thinks of that. But after all, it was suited. All right, let's see if we get a chance to play this 3-4 in the big blind. Oh boy, gosh darn it. I really wanted to play that. Out of position, but it's... Nah, I'll stay with my tight image. Okay, I just called the small blind with King Jack, totally out of position, looking for a monster flop. This guy's probably recovering from his tilt. King, Jack, Queen. I'm going to go ahead and bet this like, no, go ahead and bet it at 10. Go ahead and bet it at 10, and we'll see if anybody wants to get out of line. He's saying he has a queen. I'm saying I'm not real sure about that. It's kind of a crummy little raise. Don't know quite what to make of it. If I had a queen, that's exactly how I'd play it. We'll go ahead and see what we can do with this thing. Oh boy. If he's got a queen, I'm stone dead now. I have a whole lot of nothing here. I wonder what he's got. I've got jacks full of queens. He's got queens full of jacks, probably. He could have a king of some sort. I guess I'll give him a shot here. Yeah, well, it was hard to say. Second best full house. That's always kind of a crummy thing. Call 18 on the button. No, it's not good enough hand to do that with. Well, okay. He's been getting run over a little bit. I guess I owed him a little action. I'm going to go ahead and play the 6-5 for a limp. I've got a whole table full of limpers here. So maybe we'll get a nice cheap flop here. And we do, but it doesn't do us any good. And I'm going to go ahead and check that. Don't have a hand at this point. And I'll go ahead and fold it. It was a flyer, and I had a lot of people in the pot, but nothing came of it. Queen 9 suited, going to raise that up in the cutoff, and probably stand a reasonable chance of taking this down. Nope, we have one player. Okay, we're definitely going to bet that out. And see what he thinks of that. Okay, we took it down without too much further ado. And Queen 9 offsuit, two places off. I'll just go ahead and toss that one, staying with my ultra tight image. Alrighty, Queen Jack in the small blind, and oh, I didn't realize he'd raised it. Forget it. We can forget it. We won't. Now this guy just managed to suck out somehow or another and get himself a little more money. We'll fold that. This is not. This guy left. He was a player. This is not a good table particularly. These are 3 tags. This has turned out to be the tightest. I know he's I think all 3 of these guys are multi-tabling. They seem to have a little trouble getting back to their hands occasionally, which is good. I mean, you can pull stuff on them. They just can't. Usually these guys are doing 4 or 5 or who knows how many tables. You just can't concentrate the same degree if you're only concentrating on one table. But they also tend to play tight, and they play aggressive. In other words, if they got it, they bet it, and otherwise they fold it. So they're not real big donators, unless you guys get the right hand in the right position, and then you can trap them because they're not able to take that close attention. Just like right here, I'm going to go ahead and bet this under the gun at 16, and they'll probably all fold. Like I said, sometimes he has trouble getting back to his table. But my tight image didn't do me any good there. Not that I particularly wanted a call. Anyhow, what I was saying was that this is not a good table, except for him. He's clueless. Okay, we have 5-5 on the button. I'll either call or raise. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and raise this up. Take the pot down now if I can. If not, hope to hit. Yep, took it down. Well, looking around, my numbers have managed to improve to 16 and 11. So I am just loosening up all over the place. If you look at these guys' numbers, 20 and 10, 27 and 11, 27 and 13. I am just absolutely rockish. this guy, so bear in mind, was this 16 and 11, and kind of, this guy's very tight. 47 and 12, okay. So anyhow, my numbers show very tight. And it's not because I'm trying to do that. I just haven't had a thing to play. So let's go ahead and play this Jack King here. Only because we haven't done anything for a long time. And we take it down. So, I mean, I just can't get out there and raise with absolutely nothing. And I don't think A7 under the gun's anything to get in there with. Alrighty, we have Jack Ace in the small blind, and we'll see if it gets around to us without too much action. If he tries to steal a pot, I'm bouncing him back. Okay, he didn't, but he's not going to get in there with that anyhow. I'm going to go ahead and raise it to 18. I've got one limper, and I just want him to take it down right now, which I do. Okay, that worked. Now we're on the button, and we get 3-3. Okay, we'll play that. God, I might even raise it if it gets to me, if I get to open the betting. Okay, I'll do that. I would call that raise, so might as well raise it. We're just okay. We can settle down now. Alrighty, I have Queen Ace suited. Probably play this under almost any condition. Okay, there's my competition. There's one competition. There's two competitions. Gosh darn it, I wonder if I can really afford it. I've got two limpers in here already. I'm just wondering if I could push them both away with a nice substantial raise. Let's go ahead and try that very thing. Make them each put 30 more in there if they want to play. Okay, I have one caller. And I have an ugly, ugly, ugly flop. This isn't possible. Nothing I can do with it. Nothing I can do with it. I don't have a spade of any kind. I don't have a spade of any kind. I'm going to go ahead and try to steal a pot for, he'll call me with, just check it down. King Jack, okay. Well, okay, that's good to know. He called a big raise with King Jack suited. And he's got real tight numbers. He called a big raise with King Jack suited. That's kind of amazing, I guess. Took the pot down. An ugly flop. Might have had trouble getting it away from him anyway. If that had been a rainbow flop and he has a King Jack, probably would have had a little trouble getting it away from him. Don't know what he was expecting to flop there. King Jack to a big raise like that's pretty questionable, I think. But anyhow, that's how it went. Okay, I have Jack King. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and raise that to 22. I actually have the top pair. If he's trying to draw to a flush, I'm going to make him pay for it. So I took that down. And just looking over here, this guy's a bit of a calling station. It looks like he just called down with like no hand at all. Let me run through that real quick. All right, just looking back, he had a busted flush. He bet it pretty aggressively. This guy bet out on the end, and apparently he's either a calling station or he smelled something because he didn't have anything either. And he took it down with ace high after calling a pretty substantial bet. So he either smelled a bluff or he's a calling station. At this point, I'm not sure which. All right, we have ace 8. I'm going to go ahead and raise this to 22. I have two limpers in here. I'd like to lose both of them, get the trash out, get the blinds out. I would really like to lose both of these guys. I get one caller. And I'm going to go ahead and bet this. If he didn't hit a 10, he's going to probably fold it out. 35 into a 51 pot. I'm bet at 22. I'm going to just go ahead and fold this. I totally missed. And I don't feel like really getting in there and contesting that. I'm getting pushed around here a little bit, but I'm just not hitting anything. And he could be betting that on just to come. He might have an ace, high ace of some sort. I get no help if the ace hits. Didn't catch any of my flush cards, so it was just, don't think I could push him off the pot. So nothing to do there but eat it and go on. All right, ace jack here. In the big blind, woefully out of position. It's only 6 to call. I'll call it only in that I have to hit the flop really hard. I have the ace. Not real pleased about the flop. He didn't. I actually might have the best hand. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can take this down right now. I'll find out soon enough if I didn't. This is just get a little old to get knocked. Oh well, okay, we can give that up. Alrighty. He's probably got the 4. Probably got a 4 or an ace king. Or he's just going to take my money. One or the other. You know, Clueless caught something there, and I am down to about where I started from after having a pretty good run. Not okay. I want to go ahead and try to steal a blind here, just to give him something to think about. Oh boy, I need a jack badly. Yeah, give it up. Just not catching anything. Getting out there with big bets and not being able to follow up on them. Had a couple of plays just haven't worked. Either they're just going to knock me off my hand, or they've had better hands, or something's going wrong. Hadn't worked out very well. I'm going to go ahead and raise this king 10. It's a decent hand. Got good position. Swatter there has given me a lot of grief. Not sure king 10's worthy of calling a re-raise. He's out of position, but it's pretty good re-raise. Probably undoubtedly got me beat right now. This is getting old. I'm going to have to catch a hand here in a minute. Okay, we'll just do the same thing again. Absolutely do the same thing again. We got one limper. We'll raise it to 20. I'm about ready to push fly swatter in over there. Okay, we got 3 players, and I didn't get much of that flop. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to check this to the fly swatter, and then I'm going to check raise him. Okay, I'm going to see just how well he likes that hand. If he's got a queen, I got no chance. And if he's got a flush draw, I probably don't have a chance either. But we did have a chance. Okay, that's the cure for that. Queen 6 out of position. Got to fold it. Okay, I have ace queen suited. I'm going to go ahead and raise it to 12. It's a reasonably decent hand that I wouldn't mind playing. Out of position. Don't like it. Missed the flop. At least we missed it so far. Okay, we're still missing it. And that came 8, 9, 10, and it didn't get any part of that. So much for that. All right, I got one limper. I'm going to join the limper, and I have position for the hand, and I have middle pair. So any ace, of course, will come out betting like crazy, no doubt. Okay, I'm going to bet 12 into a 15 pot. That should convince him I have an ace. I don't know what it convinced him of, but it did its job. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go through the circuit here, take my blinds and the button, in the cutoff maybe, and I'm going to go ahead and take a break, put this up on the forum, and take a little break. It's not a real good table. This guy has loosened up some. This guy is real tight. This is a real tight grinder. This guy's pretty tight. He's the only player, and he doesn't have a whole lot of money, and I don't feel like doubling him up if he gets lucky. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and take a break, post the video, and come back this afternoon and try to find a better table. But in any case, we'll go ahead and take our blinds and button. All right, didn't get anything on the button. I'm not going to fool with it anymore. I'm going to go ahead and leave the table, and we'll post the video and get back at you later.